Welcome to Errors, Lambda and Loops Solutions. So starting with task 1, convert functions into Lambda expressions. So we're working with 3 different functions here, which are mul, salad, and inside. And we're going to convert them into their lambdas. Okay, so what we'll do is start with mul, and that's going to be, let's do mul equals lambda num1 equals 5. So we want 125 as the output, and we have to have default values. Do num2 equals 20, and then num3 equals 100. So these are the parameters here. Let me just simply do num1 plus num2 plus num3. And then if we just do mul, we'll get 125. Okay, so that's the first lambda done. And then if we move on to the second one, which is salad. So we have here, just go to the top, this bowl variable, which is a list of fruits. And I'm just going to copy and paste that into this line here, or rather this cell, and then we'll simply create salad lambda, and that's going to be x colon fruits if x in bowl else not in bowl. If I recall, we wanted either not in bowl or apple. So we can do salads, apple, fruits. And if I say, let's do mango, not in bowl. Okay, great. And now we'll lastly do the third function. I'm going to convert that into a lambda. So it's going to be inside equals lambda num, and that is num raised to the power of 2 if num in range 10 else outside. So it might have been a bit tricky, but what I wanted you to do is think on your feet here and have a go at it yourself. Okay, so we do inside, let's say 4, we get 16, and if I were to do 20, we get outside. Okay, brilliant. So moving on to task 2, which is handling errors with lambda and while loop. So we've got our while true, and we have our clause, try and except, and lastly finally, and we want to, if I recall, yes, we have to put that in a function. Alright, so what we're going to do is, firstly it would make sense to make the actual function itself. So error colon while true try colon val equals int eval inputs enter an integer, which you should probably recall from the previous lecture, then g lambda, which is what we were working with from the beginning, g lambda x colon x3, I was missing a b there, my bad. That is x, so this is the parameter x on the left hand side, raising it, we're multiplying it by 3 if x greater than 10 else too low, and then if g, so that's g val greater than 20 colon prints lambda is gval, do print inputs value is val break, and then if not, we'll do else print no input, no output, and then we'll do except, I'll just make a line lower, except print, I'm just going to scroll down as well, try again please, continue, and finally print end code, then caps, and then we'll run the error function. And what we want is this output here, so enter 1, try again please, encode. So encode is just going to be output anyway, so don't have to worry too much about that. Then enter an integer 10, try again please, enter an integer 12.12345, lambda 36, input value 12. Okay, so 1, 10, and 12.12345. So 1, 10, and if I do 12.12345, lambda is 36, input value is 12. Great. Okay. So moving on from that is our third task. So what we have here is a lambda of a variable x, or rather a parameter. We're multiplying it, or rather raising it by 2 if x is greater than 5 in range 10, else 0. So it's quite similar to what we had before above in the second task. And what we want is these two different types of outputs for our for loops. So with G9 we have the 81 all the way to 90, and with the G3 we have 0 to 9. Okay, so what we're going to do is quite simple. So all we're going to do is just firstly create the actual lambda. If x is greater than 5 in range 10, else 0, and then we'll do for I in range 0 to 10, or we could have just done, we could just do 10, and then print I plus 100, I plus G 3. So this is going to create the second one. We'll do the first one in a moment. So we're going to have 0 to 9 and 100 to 109. And if we run this, great. So we get the 0 to 9. Let's just change this to 9. We should get 100 to 109, but we should also have 81 all the way to 90. Okay, bro. That's grand. Okay, so moving on from that is probably the easiest one of all, and that is the for loop and list comprehension task 4. So we're working with this data here, so I'm just going to copy and paste this so we can make use of it in a cell. And of course there's no hints here. The hint really is that it's the desired output. Okay, so we just run that, and we'll do our, we'll start with a for loop. So we do opinion, so that's really all it is when it comes to these films. For I in range 4, because we have 4 individuals here, Mustafa, Michael, Callum and George, with 4 films, colon, fave equals critics, I plus favorite film is plus films I, then of course we just do dot append, fave, then opinion, and there you have it. Okay, so now we want to actually create the equivalence of a list comprehension here. And all we do is square brackets, of course, critics I plus S favorite film is plus films I for I in range 4. And there you have it. Great. So that concludes my lecture on errors, lambda, and loops. I hope that's been insightful, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the Q&A. Thanks.